Warning, I cannot speak Spanish. I am so sorry for this mispronunciations. Xelhua, one of the 7 giants of Aztec mythology. Okay, maybe I just have a type. I've done 3 of these videos now, and on 2 occasions have picked someone who's named after a fictional giant creature, who in reality isn't really that tall, but looks bigger due to the opponents they face. Rather than being the terrifying Joshi destroyer with 2,000 pounds of muscle that is Borzilla, Xelhua doesn't stand out as a giant. Yes, his 6'2" frame does help him stand out compared to some of the shorter luchadors, but it's not quite the case of dwarfing 99% of the roster. CMLL has a number of larger luchadors, such as Rey Hechicero, who, while a bit shorter, through pure bulk and terror, make Xelhua look like the kid he is. The Wizard King became famous almost overnight, despite being a veteran. Being trapped in Mexico meant 99% of the wrestling industry didn't know who he was until he stepped into an AEW ring and his Llave mastery captured all our hearts. It's not just Xelhua's size that made me bring up Hechicero, it's also their wrestling style. Llave is undeniably a thing of beauty when done well. There is a reason I love Dragon Gate, but to do it well, you need to be incredibly skilled, precise, fast, and spent decades honing your craft. And even then, half of it still goes wrong. Xelhua, who turns 21, or just turned 21 in April, has a mastery of Llave and technical wrestling beyond what you'd expect of a 20-year vet. Never mind someone in diapers 20 years ago. And with Bryan Danielson semi-retired, Zack Sabre Jr. and Hechicero in the twilight of their careers, I don't find it wild to predict Xelhua will be winning that Bryan Danielson award year after year in the future. Honestly, the talent we have now, it'll be him and Kosei Fujita in New Japan. That is, as long as Xelhua escapes the trap Hechicero fell into. The trap of being stuck in Mexico. Xelhua, starting out in CMLL, rather than spending 13 years on the independents before getting his shot in one of the big 2 Mexican companies, definitely gives him an advantage, especially with CMLL's partnership meaning he can pop up in top promotions around the world. Case in point, he's already wrestled 7 matches in New Japan throughout February as part of their Fantastica Mania tour. He's clearly not being kept in Mexico exclusively. In recent years, Mexico seems to just be producing incredible talent. Or rather, Lucha Libre is finally getting the attention it deserves. CMLL has the partnership with AEW, AAA is owned by WWE, and loads of independents are bringing up Mexican talent. Right now, Mascara Dorada is the crown jewel of all that new talent coming through. Someone who with just 4 years experience is widely seen as one of the best wrestlers in the world. Someone who, as long as he avoids the fates of major injuries but befell the likes of Vikingo and Mysterio, could reach unprecedented heights, with another decade or so of development until he hits that peak. But I genuinely believe that Dorada has already got to be watching his back, as guys like Xelhua are already announcing themselves as challengers for his spot of being CMLL's top guy. And given the less destructive nature of Xelhua's style, he doesn't need to worry about holding back or pushing his body too far to the same degree. If I had to call it, Dorada is going to be the star, but Xelhua is going to be a close second. But come their mid-30s, Dorada will be relying more on his name rather than still being the best, while Xelhua will be doing strong for another decade. A wild call, given his age, lack of experience, and rough edges, but his technical prowess, gorgeous moonsault, and Aztec gimmick that if done well can take him far as both a Technico or Rudo, charisma and confidence well beyond his years, and of course, the most important thing of all, a cool mask. Even if it does sometimes look like a weighed chicken. I'm not the only one that thinks that, right?